Helber. I'm a volunteer with ADRC in Rusk County. Welcome to this month's Beneficial Bites. So this month, I have with me Angie Harvey, who is the Information and Assistance Specialist at ADRC. And we're going to learn a little bit more about what that means. But when I talked Angie into coming on my little program with me, she said that she was interested in foods that help with joint pain. And so today we're actually going to talk about curry, which is a combination of spices. So if you feel like you've tried curry before and you don't think you like it, I would encourage you to try it again, because there's actually all different kinds of curry. They tend to have some of the same elements in common, but there's a lot of variety. And especially if you thought it was too spicy for you, you can make it less spicy or more spicy, depending on how much you put in and what kind of curry you get. So this one, we're making a sweet potato curry. And we already have some onion and garlic and sweet potato and red peppers. You're just going to simmer that in some olive oil until the onions are translucent, okay? And then we're going to add to this water, and I have half a batch, so we're only making half a recipe because we have half already done, and some chickpeas or garbanzo beans, some coconut milk, and all of these things are easy to find just right at the grocery store, Lady Smith's Fresh Market or Walmart. Some peanut butter. This peanut butter is actually really tasty in here, so I'm going to add some peanut butter in here too. And then in this particular recipe, we're going to use this curry paste, okay? And again, these come in different heats. So you can get a mild one, which is what we're using today, or you can get a more spicy one. And then based on how hot you want it or how much curry flavor, you can use a little less than what the recipe calls for. And we're just going to stir all this together, and then we're going to let it simmer until our sweet potatoes are tender, which is going to be about 15 to 20 minutes. You really can't overcook it. So we're going to get this stirred in, and then while that's cooking, we're going to visit a little bit with Angie. So, Information and Assistance Specialist, you're like the first contact when someone contacts ADRC, right? Yep. So if I am either new to the area or have new health concerns, or I would call ADRC, right? And what would you do?
Okay, so I would be able to help with resources that are in the Rusk County area. So dependent upon what a person's looking for, or a lot of times I get calls, as you said, new to the area, or just not in the know, what could be available as a person's aging, or they're starting with a new disability. So what kind of resources are in the area? So I'll kind of talk the person through what it is that they're looking for first, go through different resources that might be helpful to them in their situation.
Okay. And we met Fawn and Kayla in previous programs. So you refer people to them sometimes, or what's the relationship between when you get food?
Sure. Okay. So if a person's looking for information with regards to Medicaid services or even Medicare or their drug prescriptions, disability benefits, things of that nature, that is what I would refer on to either Fawn or Kayla as the benefit specialist, dependent upon a person's age is depending on who they get referred to.
Okay. And then, so you ask a series of questions kind of based on just sort of what the conditions are, the living conditions, the health issues, or what kind of questions do you ask?
So again, I kind of let them tell me their story and dependent upon what they're looking for. A lot of times people are looking for help in their home, whether it be for their own personal care services or household care services that their health conditions might not be allowing them to do either as often as they normally did, or they might not just be able to do them anymore because of a health concern. So at that point, we'll decide, if they're going to be, need some financial assistance with that help, or if it's just sending them to not sending them to, but giving them contact information for another resource that might be able to come into their home to help.
Okay.
So,
and you do memory screens too?
I do memory screens, yep. So memory screens, we like to kind of talk about those as being similar to doing your yearly physical, or, the health checks. If you're going to be checking your blood pressure every year, your brain health should, essentially be checked every year as well. And our memory screens are very simple. The entire conversation could be, as short as 5 minutes. It could be as long as a person has questions. So I help kind of through those stages of what they think they might be having with regards to memory concerns as well.
Okay, great. And so you do all this on the phone or in person or both, or it just really depends on the extent?
A lot of the phone calls, if a person's able to understand well over the phone, and is okay with those kind of conversations, we certainly can do those. COVID had kind of changed that for a little while, but we are able to do in-person visits as a person wishes as well. So that can be done that way too.
Okay, great. All right, so I should have turned this up, which I didn't because I was so anxious to talk to Angie. But after it cooks, you'll see. Oops, I gotta. Hey Tim, would you like to put that in the sink? I told him I was gonna put it into the test this month. So after it simmers and the sweet potatoes are nice and soft, this is what it's gonna look like, and then we're going to add to this a little bit of lime juice here and some spinach. And so we're just going to stir our spinach in until it wilts. How pretty is that?
It's very pretty.
Right? And then we're just going to serve it over a little rice and sprinkle some chopped peanuts over the top of it. Wow, that looks delicious. And it smells good too. So just keep stirring this until the spinach is wilted. And like I said, serve it over a little bit of rice. Now, if this still doesn't sound good to you or you want to work up to it, I just want to show you some other ideas. So there's some turmeric blends that you could get. The primary ingredient in curry is turmeric. And these are nice to sprinkle on eggs or in salads and just kind of build up to turmeric. We have a nice turmeric ginger tea. If you're interested in trying new teas now, based on last month's program, this is a really nice tea to try. Or my sister uses this tart cherry, turmeric, and ginger tonic. And cherries are real good, and ginger as well for joint pain and arthritis. So you just take 2 tablespoons of this. You can either just drink it straight down, or you can mix it in water or seltzer or some other drink. And I know a lot of people have real good luck with that. So any last thoughts?
I do, because I did not talk about long-term care when we were talking.
All right.
So I just wanted to say that I am also the contact for those long-term care support services that a person might be looking for. And that is when a person is looking for that financial assistance that I was kind of mentioning earlier that we try to determine.
Okay.
And so
if I need to go to a nursing home but can't afford it? Or?
It wouldn't be nursing homes. So the nursing homes take care of the assessments on their own.
Okay.
So what I would do would be a functional screen process with a person to determine if they want care services in their eligibility. If they want services in their home or in an assisted living facility. So it's those lesser restrictive settings in the nursing home.
Awesome. Well, I know she provides a great service, and I know she's crazy busy too. Yes. But and that's because she's so successful and such a great asset. We're lucky to have her. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you try curry, especially if you've never tried it or haven't tried it in a long time. We're going to have ourselves a little sample, and we'll see you next month. Next month, we're going to meet with Ann over at Heritage Credit Union, and in honor of April, we're going to talk money smarts. Okay? It's tax time. So we'll see you next month. Thank you.